They put the heavy in heavyweights. They are behemoths in the WWE. A giant athlete fits perfectly into the world of professional wrestling. As the career of a giant comes to an end, many are left wondering how these larger-than-life performers can maintain a normal life. Find out what has happened to 10 of the biggest superstars to ever enter a wrestling ring. 10 largest wrestlers of all time. Where are they now? Kevin Nash. Whether you called him Big Daddy Cool, Big Sexy, or just Diesel, Kevin Nash will go down as one of the most popular giant performers in the ring. He won multiple world championships and was a founding member of the NWO. Today, Nash is still very much part of wrestling. He makes random appearances on WWE and has transitioned well as an actor with roles in both Magic Mike films. The Great Khali. The Great Khali may have been a little stiff in the ring, but you cannot deny the size and power of the Indian giant. He feuded with superstars like The Undertaker, John Cena, and Batista. Currently, the 7'1" giant resides in his home country of India, where he stands out like a sore thumb. He still makes wrestling appearances for companies in the country and also does small acting roles for both television and film. Kamala. Kamala was known for his unique look as much as his size. He wrestled for multiple decades, competing in feuds against The Undertaker and Hulk Hogan, among others. After retiring from the ring, Kamala underwent a lengthy bout with diabetes. The disease forced him to have both of his legs amputated. He regularly blogs about his struggle and detailed it in an autobiography. Kamala is currently a part of the large concussion lawsuit against the WWE. Rikishi. The big man Rikishi danced his way to success in the WWE. When the Samoan superstar wasn't delivering his stink face, he was winning championships or getting thrown off the top of the Hell in the Cell. Rikishi used his skills to open up a wrestling school where he trained his own sons, the Usos. After getting inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, Rikishi continues to train future wrestling stars and makes cameo appearances in the WWE. King Kong Bundy. A great name, impactful debut, and a WrestleMania 2 main event are just a few of the highlights of King Kong Bundy's career. The big man even had a brief resurgence in the 90s as part of the $1 Million Corporation. After leaving the WWE, Bundy continued to wrestle and continued to make appearances at independent promotions all over the country. Don't expect to see him back in the WWE anytime soon, as Bundy is part of the concussion lawsuit against the WWE. Yokozuna. For many years, Yokozuna was an unstoppable force in the WWE. He won a Royal Rumble, competed in the main event of 2 WrestleManias, and became one of the most iconic big men in the history of the promotion. Yokozuna wrestled in the WWE until his weight became a major problem. Health issues continued to plague the star until he passed away in the year 2000. His legacy in the WWE was made permanent with an induction into the Hall of Fame in 2012. Big Man Vader. It's time! It's time! It's time to catch up with Big Man Vader. Vader was a brutal giant in the ring. He could duke it out with the best of them, including Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels, and Sting. The 400-pound high flyer may not be in the WWE anymore, but he still loves to perform. He had a brief match with Heath Slater in 2012 to celebrate the 1000th episode of WWE Raw. More recently, the Behemoth took on cruiserweight Will Ospreay for a match in England. Giant Gonzalez. Giant Gonzalez may have been more well known for his airbrushed bodysuit rather than his massive size. The former WCW and WWE performer stood at 8 feet tall and used that size to take on opponents like The Undertaker. His huge size caused health problems and forced him to retire and live back in his home country of Argentina. He passed away in 2010 at the age of 44. Typhoon. Fred Ottoman had some big ups and downs in pro wrestling. In the WWE, he was a member of the former tag team champions, the Natural Disasters. In WCW, Ottoman had one of the most ridiculous, ridiculed wrestling moments ever as the Shockmaster. He still embraces it all today though, with frequent appearances at conventions and shows. After retiring in the late 1990s, Ottoman spent time raising his family in the state of Florida. More recently, he had a cameo appearance as the Shockmaster backstage in a WWE segment. Andre the Giant. They didn't come much bigger than Andre the Giant. Andre is one of the main reasons for the worldwide success of the WWE and became the first member of the WWE Hall of Fame. After quietly retiring and disappearing from the ring, Andre went back to his home country of France. His gigantism became too much for the star, taking his life in 1993. His legacy continues to live on with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, held each year at WrestleMania. Wow, there you have it. Who is your favorite giant performer? What others do you want to hear about? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to The Sportster on YouTube.